beer, bait, and ice. No, I mean live bait, beer, and ice. We're going to stop in here and just see what this place is like. All right, so if you're out here fishing around the pits, this place is the place to stop by.
It's closed today.
Closed today?
Yeah.
Well, heck. Yeah, it is Monday. So anyway, if you're out here between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m., you can come on in here and get bait and tackle. I'm sure there's all kinds of other good stuff in there, right?
Yeah, there's some tackle. Yes, I think he has sandwiches and you can get beer in there.
There, I saw the beer on the sign.
Yeah.
My name's Paul Hanney. I have a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
It's in quest of a state record bass, but really what I'm doing is I'm just going through and documenting each of these pits, the public pits. Today I'm going out to Unit 43.
Ah.
So you fish the pits a lot?
I have been, yes.
And you can launch this boat in the pits without too many?
Most of them.
Right.
Some of them are low. Well, for example, the Big Brutus pit is just right down the road here.
Uh-huh.
It's gotten so low that I get my trailer hung up, so I just stay away from it. But there's still quite a few I can launch.
Yeah, I was over at 18, the one that runs right along parallel 50th Street. It's
50th is right over
yeah,
here, yeah.
Yeah, and that looked like it had a good boat launch.
There's a couple, if you go south here on 50th to the left, there's two pits, one on each, the north and south. The south one, I think I can get my boat in there, but the north one, I don't think I can.
Yeah.
I fished it with a guy that has just a two-man boat, and there's quite a few bluegill and bass in there.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm really impressed with the kind of fish that these pits do have to offer. So you're heading out to one of them?
Yeah,
soon?
I'm waiting on a friend of mine to come. I don't know which one we're going to. He just says, oh, let's go to this one, so we go.
Okay, very good. Well, thanks for letting me talk with you, and don't mind being on my channel?
No, not at all.
All right, thank you very much. Good luck. All right, so I made it to Unit 43, and it is 8:14 in the morning. Can you believe it? It's one of the earliest starts I've had in a long time. But anyway, Unit 43 has okay parking. It has this nice boat ramp here, but I would think maybe if you were bringing in like a bass boat, you might want to pull past whichever way you're going and just back straight in and then park. It does extend into the water a little ways. I'll do the paddle test and see how far out it goes so that, you'll know rocks in the way. Anyway, it's an L-shaped pit. There's people on like a bass hound or scamp or whatever it is down there fishing away. And then there's that shore. It looks like maybe that was put in there by the Kansas Department. But I'm going to head that way because there's shade along that bank. And I like shade. I don't know if the fish really mind it or not, but I like it. So anyway, here we go. All right, just so you know, it's about 4 feet deep at the end of this boat launch. It comes way out a good ways, so you can probably, I would try it, I guess. Launching a boat. Good morning, sun. Yay. Nice little deep trough over here. Now, I've not fished this before, just like all of them for the most part. But I have found out that recently they really liked deep diving crankbaits. In particular, the sexy shad. No surprise, I'll be using this today, and I still only have the one, so. South Bend Basserino. My first fish. Yay, what a beauty. That's the smallest fish I think I've ever caught on my sexy shad. First cast with the yum dinger. Oh, holy cow. There we go. From that tree right there. Basically as soon as it hit the water. So the bubblegum lemon swirl, the yum dinger rig, Texas style slip sinker. I thought that was a bad cast because I wasn't as close to the tree as I wanted it to be. That's a little bit better. Alright, so look at what we got coming up here. Lots of rocks along the shoreline, just like a sheer drop off. That makes me think maybe the jackhammer would be a good thing to throw. Trying to follow that down. Although, you know, I gotta keep throwing my sassy shad because it's been a good lure. Anyway, look at this. This is really cool. Nice rocky structure over here. Smooth bank over on that side. A closer look. Beaver Dam, or Beaver Hut, whatever. Look at these rocks. Man, oh man. Look at this. This almost looks like it's man-made. How incredible it is. How cool. Rock outcroppings. You just don't see that in too many strip pits. It's on the... Anyway. So we have another little cove back in here. And this little part here with more of these cool rocks. I'd say this pit is probably down about 2 to 3 feet. So these would actually all be underwater, or just the tops of them would be sticking up. Look at this one right here. What a cool structure. That almost looks like a sculpture. Like I say, it looks like something you'd see at Branson or whatever. Oh, and there's a snake in there too, I believe. Is that a snake? I think it is. A little bitty snake. Could be just a crack, and it looks like a snake. Good cast, Paul. But see, that would be underwater. Those rocks right there. Man, oh man, what great structure. Absolutely great structure. So there was that little arm right there that really doesn't have anything in it. There's some trees in the back of it. But then we'll just go ahead and go all the way to the back of this pit. Nice little undulations in the bank there, keeping it from just being a straight shot. So you have some points and areas that go back in that hopefully are deep, like this right here. See how you can see how deep that is. It just drops off. That comes around to this little point, and then there's another probably deep area right there. So it gives lots of different places for fish to be hanging out. Makes it a little bit more interesting than just a straight shot bank like on that side over there. But, you know. Another little guy on this. Come on. It's supposed to be my giant slayer. Hey. Stop. I mean, I'm glad that they like it, but yep, there we go, throwing it in front of the trolling motor again. So we made it to the back of this arm of the pit. Kind of looks like that's a creek that comes in here. So maybe it gets a little bit of water from runoff. I'm not sure. But fish this a little bit and then go down the sunny side. And another big fish. Man, I tell you what. Oh. Hey, stop. I'll get you free. Promise. Right in front of the trolling motor. I'm sorry, I really don't do that on purpose. Well, it's nice to know that they like the old sexy shad, but nice that some bigger ones would jump on it. But, you know, I just love this outcrop here. This is so cool. Oh, there's a little ball of minnows right here. What do you think? Think that's a beaver hole? I see little footprints going up that way. There's another one right over there. There's another one back here where these rocks are. So yeah, and the water should be about that top of that hole high. I wonder if big old catfish might find that interesting as well. Go noodling. Noodling is something I would never do, because I'd stick my hand in a hole and I'd pull out an alligator snapper, and I wouldn't have a hold of it, it would have a hold of me, I assume. I know you're going to find this hard to believe, but I took off my sexy shad, and instead of going with this square bowl just for the back end of this pit, because every cast was bringing up weeds, and so I'm going to go with something a little bit shallower that kind of goes over the top of the weeds and see what happens. Plus, you know, it's got that sort of bluegill green red breast kind of thing going on. It's a square bowl 5.5 by Berkeley. We'll see what happens. But when I'm throwing that deep 6XD out here in the middle, because it says on the map that, you know, this is the deepest part, and it's bringing in weeds, I'm thinking I don't need such a big deep diver. We'll see. Anyway, I'm about halfway from the boat ramp up there to the back. According to the GPS thing, what looks like it goes around the corner there, it's really just, it's not that much. It just goes back a little ways and then it's a straight bank. There's some rocks over here in the corner that I don't know if they extend all the way into the water or if that's about where they stop, but just gonna check around here just a little bit, see what happens. And I think that's gonna be a wrap on Unit 43. We'll see. I gotta try the buzzbait. I mean, it's really shallow here, but there's pockets, holes in the weeds. I can see dark spots, which all the seam are, you know, openings. So it'd be a great place for a bass, a bigger bass, to sit and wait for something to ambush. All right, I made it to the end of the other arm. Again, imagining the water being up where it's supposed to be, it would, all this brush here would be underwater. It goes back underneath that tree over there. So this would be probably a great place to, you know, hold lots of fish, if there's lots of fish in here. But anyway, it's pretty much the structure that it has to offer. Not really much in the line of trees or anything, but yeah, don't need that, I guess. We got nice weed beds down there for the fish to hang out in. But, and that way, nice breeze. But man, I'm telling you, what time is it right now? 12:28. A little bit past high noon. Thank you, breeze. I like my hat too, that it provides such nice shade for my head. Because that breeze feels nice right now. Anyway, see if I can't catch something. If not, to the boat ramp it is. Well, I guess that's about it from Unit 43. I'm not sure this is the only pit in Unit 43, but this is the one that's on the northwest side of it, I do believe. Anyway, that was it. Just came from down that arm. Finished that up. Had me a nice bass. Oh my goodness. That, guess you can't catch them every time. Lots of little ones. But anyway, this is a really cool pit. The access that you have for getting the boat in here is good. Lots of shoreline. Not a lot in the line of structure, but those rocks were cool. Unique to this pit so far. I mean, out of the pits that I've been to, I've not seen a rock ledge like that before. So I'm sure that'll be fun, especially when the water comes back up. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope that gives you an idea of what you could do. Oh, speaking of, if you have a family and you'd want to come out here and fish from the bank, this does have pretty good. I mean, I wouldn't go wandering off into the weeds too far over there. And right here, the weeds go out into the water quite a ways. But if you're using a bobber or something like that, or fishing off the bottom, getting past this little line of weeds that grows along the bank, it comes out probably about 14, 16 feet, something like that in places. But then it just drops off pretty good to like 5 or 6 feet of depth. So, something to keep in mind. Anyway, again, thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, subscribing. Any comments, please pass them along. Until next time, get out there and enjoy this beautiful country of ours. Take your kids with you too. Later.